up, YouTube? This is Bayu here. I don't have anything new when it comes to toy, but I want to give you some information that some of you understood the last time, but some of my subscribers got really upset because they hide behind nationalistic view that the only thing that brings is death and destruction and, and economic misery. I said again, misery. The New York Times by the Keith Brasher put a very interesting article following the Chinese owned, well, some countries own networks. They are biased towards the country because they are paid by the country, the national service, the national budget. Therefore, they favors the country. But they give you news that here in the U.S. you don't find. Point blank. I don't care what Richard talk about it. If you read outside news, you will learn stuff that you will never, ever learn it from U.S. news. However, there are some newspapers that follow the lead. And this is what I'm talking about. You have to read so you can follow the lead. I'm not saying believe on them, but learn the lead. Well, Keith followed this lead about the President Xi Jinping doing a walking inspection or walking, whatever you want to call it, tour on the Chinese bigger magnet factory. And if you don't know, magnets are used, made using the rare earth material. Some people will argue, yeah, we have some of this in the U.S., yes, but not all of the rare earth material, maybe one or two. Venezuela got about 8 or 9 of the top most important, and enemy number 2 of the USA, Evo Morales, has a whole bunch of them, and then finally Peru has recently discovered a lot of those rare earth material. So we are in disadvantages, economically speaking. And the point that this inspection or walkthrough from Chairman Xi Jinping with his Vice Premier Li He was to show one way to state, hey, we have way to we can punish you guys too. And our punishment that not only go to one company, in this case telecommunication phone company, but it goes across the level. So the question is, why did this little walkthrough inspection of this Chinese magnet company have to do with the U.S.? Well, basically it had to do with everything high technology does, because those materials are used for everything, from laptop, computers, engine jets, and batteries, lithium, or lithium, can pronounce that correctly. Lithium, what is it?
Lithium.
Lithium, also earth material, and we don't have this over here, guys. So I mentioned this before. Sometimes you think you are ahead because you think that you can destroy a company from the other side of the world. And what happened is that company is protected by the government because it's national security. You overhear the U.S. president, oh, national security, national security. Well, what about Timbuktu, Shanghai, the Chinese? They don't have national security. I mean, your national security is better than their national security. What about the Bolivian national security? What about the Venezuelan national security? So basically, it boils down to who got the biggest one to be the tough guy in the world. The problem is that China has the raw material in this sense, okay? And with raw material, you cannot rule the world, but you can very much control it. So this case that the United States and the president, not the United States, but more like the president and the idiots in Washington can control and force Chinese to change a trade agreement is it's cacamany, guys. It's BS. Only for idiots that don't understand how the game is played, that believe. So believers without reading, they have a problem today. You have to read. You have to read left, right, top, and bottom to understand the global issue. This is a global issue. This is not a U.S. issue only, okay? Look at how the companies, the chip companies, to make the phone against Huawei. The top Japanese company says no, he's going to suspend because it's aligned with the U.S. policy. But number 2 and number 3 company in Japan flip the bird, says no, whatever they don't do, we'll give it to you. And there's more companies in Europe says no, we go with the Chinese because the market share of the Chinese is let me break it down to you. Huawei market in the US say is almost 1%, which is nothing. 1%, you can kill the market tomorrow if they want to. But the market share of Huawei phones around the world is number 2. Why number 2? Because number 1 is the Japanese. What is your phone name, company?
Samsung.
Samsung is the king. iPhones is not even, it's number 3 right now because Huawei phone took over. This is phone, not communications pieces of equipment. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is you have to be able to change and adapt and don't rely 100% on one side only because usually they brainwash you and make you believe that they are right, which is not. Case in point, what is his face name? Real quick. Ibramovich. Ibramovich is a citizen that, as a person that was born in Bolivia, but the parents came from Polish, and guess what? They're Jews. He was the first idiot in the world. I say idiot because he was the guy with the biggest option on Avianca. Avianca is a national carrier of Colombia, and he rescued and he bought it for real cheap, less than $600 million, and the assumption of the debt. But the point is that Avianca was the first company that refused to fly to Venezuela at the beginning of this mess. Now you have investors, U.S. investors, and United Airlines that force the Abramovich from the chairmanship of the company because Avianca was losing humongous amount of money on the stocks. So they named United Airlines, which has part owner but very small minority, forced German Abramovich from the chairmanship of Avianca because the stock was dropping to $3 or so, which is peanut, when it used to cost $15 or $25. So now you got another minority owner of the company. What's his last name? I don't remember his last name right now. But the point is that when you are in a leadership position and your business decision affects the company or affects the investor, then you will be removed. This is when I laugh at my hardcore Republicans. I say, hey, you forget the independents elected him and not the other idiot lady that calling people's name. So understand the problem and don't go just for 2 sizes because that's not going to give you the whole picture. Okay, guys, short and sweet. This is not over yet. You have companies and countries aligned, some with the U.S., some with China, and this is not going to end very soon. This is going to go for a while. And this is time to check whatever you had your money invested or put on, or check what your 401b or 401k or 403b is located because you might lose some. Hey guys, nice talking to you. I'll see you later. Bye.